Have you ever wondered about the true meaning of your life? Have you ever felt like there is something more, something deeper, waiting to be discovered? Many of us walk through life feeling a sense of incompleteness, a nagging feeling that we are not fully living up to our potential. Perhaps you've spent years chasing external validation, accumulating achievements and material possessions, only to find yourself feeling empty and unfulfilled. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your true purpose lies within you, hidden in the depths of your own psyche, in a place called the shadow? This is not about some mystical New Age concept. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of Jungian philosophy, a framework for understanding the human mind developed by the renowned Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung. Think of Jung as a cartographer of the inner world, a pioneer who dared to explore the uncharted territories of the human psyche. He gave us a map, a way to navigate the complex landscape of our own being, and his insights can profoundly illuminate your path. Now you might be thinking, what does this have to do with me? Well, Jung's work is not just for academics or therapists. It's for anyone seeking to understand themselves better, anyone yearning for a life filled with meaning and purpose. Jung believed that our psyche is not a monolithic entity, but a dynamic interplay of different parts, including the conscious and the unconscious. He introduced concepts like the ego, which is essentially your conscious sense of self, the I that you identify with. Then there is the personal unconscious, a reservoir of forgotten memories, repressed emotions, and latent potentials that, while hidden from your everyday awareness, exert a powerful influence on your behavior and choices. But perhaps Jung's most intriguing and transformative concept is the shadow. This is the part of ourselves that we often deny, repress, or project onto others. It contains all the aspects of your personality that you deem unacceptable, undesirable, or incompatible with your self-image. We are talking about your fears, your insecurities, your hidden desires, the parts of yourself that you might even be ashamed of. But here's the crucial point. Your shadow is not your enemy. It is not something to be eradicated or ignored. In fact, it holds the key to your wholeness, your authenticity, and your true purpose. Think of it like this. Imagine you are a beautifully sculpted statue, but half of it is hidden in the dark. You can only appreciate a portion of its beauty and complexity. Your shadow is like that hidden part of the statue, just waiting to be brought into the light. It is not inherently negative. It's simply the part of you that you haven't fully embraced. Now, you might ask yourself, why would I want to explore this dark hidden part of myself? Wouldn't it be better to just focus on the positive? The answer is a resounding no. Ignoring your shadow is like trying to navigate life with one eye closed. You only get a partial view of reality, and you are bound to stumble. By turning towards your shadow, acknowledging its presence, and understanding its contents, you gain access to a hidden reservoir of energy, creativity, and potential. Integrating your shadow is not about condoning or indulging in destructive behaviors. It's about acknowledging the full spectrum of your human experience, both the light and the dark. It is about recognizing that you are capable of both good and evil, love and hate, compassion and cruelty. And in that recognition lies the path to true freedom and self-acceptance. Think about it. How can you truly love yourself if you are constantly rejecting parts of who you are? How can you live authentically if you are hiding from your own truth? The journey into your shadow is a journey of self-discovery, a journey that can lead you to a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are meant to do in this world. It is not always easy, but it is the most rewarding journey you will ever undertake. Now let's be clear. This is not about becoming perfect. In fact, the very idea of perfection is an illusion, a dangerous trap that can keep you stuck in a cycle of self-criticism and striving. Jungian philosophy teaches us that wholeness, not perfection, is the goal. Wholeness means embracing all aspects of yourself, the light and the dark, the good and the bad. It means accepting your imperfections, your flaws, your vulnerabilities, not as weaknesses, but as integral parts of your unique human experience. Imagine a diamond, with its many facets, some bright and sparkling, others darker and more opaque. It is the interplay of light and shadow that gives the diamond its brilliance, its depth, its unique beauty. You are like that diamond, a multifaceted being, and your shadow is simply one of those facets, a part of what makes you whole. It is in those darker corners, in those repressed emotions and hidden desires, that you might find the clues to your true calling. Perhaps you have always been drawn to a particular field, but you've dismissed it as impractical or unrealistic. Maybe you have a hidden talent that you've been afraid to explore. Your shadow might be whispering these possibilities to you, but you've been too afraid to listen. So how do we access this hidden realm? How do we begin to explore and integrate our shadow? This is where the shadow work comes in. It's a process of self-inquiry, a practice of turning inward and paying attention to the parts of yourself that you've been neglecting or denying. It is not a quick fix, but rather a lifelong journey of self-discovery. One powerful tool for shadow work is journaling. Take some time each day or each week to write down your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, your fears, without judgment or censorship. Don't worry about making it perfect or coherent. Just let the words flow freely. You might be surprised at what emerges from the depths of your unconscious. What are the recurring themes in your writing? What emotions are you trying to avoid? What patterns do you notice in your relationships, your reactions, and your choices? Pay attention to your triggers, those situations or people that evoke strong emotional responses in you. These triggers are often clues to your shadow, pointing to areas where you are projecting your own unacknowledged qualities onto others. For example, if you find yourself constantly judging others for being lazy or irresponsible, it might be a sign that you are struggling with your own tendencies towards procrastination or avoidance. Another powerful technique is meditation. By quieting your mind and turning your attention inward, you can create space to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. You can begin to notice the subtle cues, the whispers of your shadow that you might otherwise miss in the busyness of daily life. As you meditate, pay attention to any uncomfortable sensations, emotions, or thoughts that arise. Don't try to push them away or judge them. Simply observe them with curiosity and compassion, as if you were watching clouds drift across the sky. Remember, your shadow is not your enemy. It is a part of you, and it deserves your attention and understanding. Active imagination is another technique, one that Jung himself used extensively. This involves engaging in a conscious dialogue with your unconscious mind, allowing images, symbols, and figures to emerge spontaneously. You can do this through visualization, drawing, painting, or any other creative medium that allows you to express yourself non-verbally. You might find yourself encountering archetypal figures, symbolic representations of different aspects of your psyche. These figures can offer valuable insights into your shadow and guide you on your path of integration. Now, this process of shadow work is not always comfortable. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to face your own darkness. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, confused, or even afraid, but I encourage you to persevere. The rewards of this inner work are immense. As you begin to integrate your shadow, you will experience a greater sense of wholeness, authenticity, and self-acceptance. You will find yourself less reactive, less prone to judgment, and more compassionate towards yourself and others. You might even discover hidden talents, passions, and potentials that you never knew you had. Remember, your shadow is not just a repository of negativity. It also contains your unlived potential, your hidden strengths, the parts of yourself that you've been too afraid to embrace. Think of it as a treasure chest filled with both challenges and gifts. By exploring your shadow, you are not just confronting your demons, you are also reclaiming your gold. This brings us to the crucial link between shadow work and finding your purpose. Your purpose is not something to be found outside of yourself, in a particular career or relationship. It is an expression of your unique essence, your authentic self, and your shadow holds vital clues to this essence. Your purpose is intimately connected to the parts of yourself that you've been neglecting or denying. It is often found in the things that you fear the most, the things that challenge you to grow beyond your comfort zone. By integrating your shadow, you are essentially bringing more of yourself online, making more of your energy and potential available to you. And this increased energy and self-awareness can propel you towards a life that is more aligned with your true purpose. This does not mean that your purpose will magically appear overnight. It is a process of unfolding, a gradual revelation that emerges as you continue to explore your inner world and engage with your shadow. But here is a powerful concept to consider. Your purpose is not just about what you do, it's about how you do it. It's about the quality of your presence, the way you show up in the world, the impact you have on others. By integrating your shadow, you become more present, more authentic, more whole. And this wholeness radiates outwards, influencing everything you do and everyone you encounter. Imagine two people doing the same job, let's say, teaching. One teacher is driven by a need for external validation, constantly seeking approval from their students and colleagues. They might be technically proficient, but their teaching lacks passion and authenticity. Their shadow, filled with insecurities and a fear of failure, is running the show. Now imagine another teacher, someone who has done their inner work, someone who has embraced their own imperfections and vulnerabilities. This teacher shows up in the classroom as a whole person, fully present and engaged. They are not afraid to be themselves, to share their own struggles and triumphs. Their teaching is infused with passion, authenticity, and a genuine desire to connect with their students. Which teacher do you think will have a greater impact? You see, your purpose is not just about what you do, it's about how you do it. It's about bringing your whole self to whatever you do, whether it's raising a family, creating art, running a business, or simply being a good friend. And shadow work is the key to unlocking that wholeness. Of course, this inner work is not enough on its own. We must also take action in the world. We must translate our insights into concrete changes in our lives. This is where courage comes in. It takes courage to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks, to pursue your dreams, even when you are filled with doubt and fear. Think about it. How many times have you held yourself back because you were afraid of failing, of being judged, of not being good enough? How many opportunities have you missed because you were too afraid to take the leap? Fear is a powerful force, but it is not insurmountable. And often, the things we fear the most are the very things that hold the greatest potential for growth and transformation. Your shadow is intimately connected to your fears. It is the place where your fears reside, where they fester and grow. By confronting your shadow, you are also confronting your fears. You are shining a light on the things that have been holding you back, and in doing so, you are taking away their power over you. It is in those moments of facing your fear, of stepping into the unknown, that you discover your true strength, your resilience, your capacity for growth. Each time you choose courage over fear, you are expanding your sense of what's possible. You are rewriting your story, transforming yourself from a victim of circumstance into the author of your own life. And what about adversity? Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. These experiences can be painful, even devastating, but they can also be incredible opportunities for growth if you choose to see them that way. Your shadow is often activated during times of adversity. When you are facing a difficult situation, your repressed emotions, your insecurities, your fears are more likely to surface. This can be a painful and confusing experience, but it can also be an opportunity to learn more about yourself, to deepen your understanding of your own inner workings. Think of adversity as a teacher, a harsh but effective one. It forces you to confront your limitations, to question your assumptions, to reevaluate your priorities. It can break you down, but it can also build you up, stronger and more resilient than before. When you encounter adversity, ask yourself, what is this experience trying to teach me? What can I learn from this situation? How can I use this as an opportunity to grow, to become a better version of myself? Remember, the path to self-discovery and purpose is not a linear one. It is a spiral, a continuous process of growth, integration, and transformation. There will be ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion, times when you feel like you are making progress, and times when you feel like you are taking 2 steps back. This is all part of the journey. Be patient with yourself, trust the process, and never stop exploring. The journey of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure. There is always more to learn, more to explore, more to integrate. And as you continue on this path, you will find that your life becomes richer, more meaningful, more fulfilling. You will discover a sense of purpose that is not tied to external achievements or validation, but that comes from within, from a deep connection to your authentic self. So I invite you to embrace this journey, to turn towards your shadow with curiosity and courage. Explore the depths of your own being, confront your fears, and reclaim your hidden potential. The path to a life of purpose and meaning is not always easy, but it is the most rewarding journey you will ever undertake. It is a journey of becoming whole, of integrating all aspects of yourself, the light and the dark, into a beautiful, complex, and unique tapestry that is your life. And that, my friend, is a life worth living. This is not just about finding your purpose, it is about becoming your purpose. It is about embodying your unique essence in everything you do. It is about living a life that is authentic, meaningful, and truly your own. It is about showing up in the world as the fullest, most complete version of yourself. And the journey starts now. It starts with a simple decision to turn inward, to explore the depths of your own being, and to discover the incredible potential that lies within you. What will you choose?